Ooh wee, baby. Ooh wee, baby.
Go ahead, sir.
Ooh wee, man. Look at here, man. Hey, this your boy Big Nate with the Real Underground Radio Station, and we've been running behind. I apologize to my people, man, because we trying to get a lot of things going and some new opportunities. We had State Rep Tara Shepherd, but technology ain't on our side tonight, man. But we still working through it. We knew we had an important message to discuss, so I was able to hunt down the goat, the poet, the I like to call him the neighborhood blacktivist, the hood mayor, the man who gonna tell us who on that now. Who's that down there now? My dog, Osyrus Bolly.
Yo, what's good, everybody? What's up?
We.
What's up? What's up? Happy to be here at the Real Underground Radio
Hey,
Station.
Bolly, man, I am glad you here with me, man, to talk about this stuff, man. We got some stuff that really need to be discussed and that's going on in our community about, and I know that you are the man who gonna deliver the information that need to be delivered and talk to us and help us get more insight about what's going on in our community. It's some challenges um, going on.
Yeah, a lot of challenges in the community. You know what I'm saying? We full fledged into 2023. A lot of these laws that was discussed earlier this year during the legislative session, they going into effect on August the 1st. And so my whole goal is, you know what I'm saying, civic engagement and more civic engagement with the people, letting them know, hey, this is what's about to happen in your community. These are the upcoming elections that you need to be paying attention to, the upcoming town hall meetings, uh, every opportunity we can to educate the people and inform the people, as well as empower the community. We're gonna take every opportunity to do that because we in for, you know what I'm saying, some trying times, man. These are the perilous times, matter of fact, you know what I'm saying? So that's why I'm here with Big Nate, Nate Logic.
Ooh, we baby. Hey man, hey, listen. Like he said, these are some trying times. We have to be tuned in and engaged about some of these times. Unfortunately, we got some people who running things who may not have a as loving an attitude about us as we would like. They believe in those small towns with Jason, and they think those small towns is better suited to the community without without loving those everybody in that small town. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Those small towns at one time was sundown towns,
yeah.
and that's what they want to keep. But you can try this in a small town. Basically, you telling me to stay up out your small town.
Well, we pull up in small towns, you know what I'm saying? We let
Talk
them
about it.
know. We let them know that, you know what I'm saying, we all about direct action, boots on the ground. We not scared.
None of that.
Us as black folks, man, when we come through, we gonna make sure we felt and we heard. And you know what I'm saying, it's over for that train of thought, that type of thinking is outdated. You know what I'm saying? So these white supremacists and these Klansmen and these bigots and all these conservatives, you know what I'm saying, they can kick rocks because, you know what I'm saying, we about that change. We going to make it happen, you know?
And at this point, either you gonna change with us, you gonna change for us, or you just gonna change.
Yeah. I mean, they're getting more and more extreme,
Mm-hmm.
you know what I'm saying? And, they're really trying to, turn back the hands of time and, you know, reintroduce a lot of stuff that was going on in the days of Jim Crow. And so, the whole goal is, you know what I'm saying, to keep things moving forward. And the way to do that is, man, to continue to activate the people, continue to, you know what I'm saying, spread the knowledge. We're not going to be stingy with it. And we're going to keep on developing them leaders. But at the same time, we're going to empower these youth and make this an intergenerational movement. We got the elders, the ancestors, and we got the youth, and we got the millennials, and the Gen Z, the Gen X, all of that stuff. So, you know what I'm saying? We try to make it a whole inclusive type of deal, intergenerational, you know?
I think it's important to understand, Osiris, why we have to be engaged and why we have to be informed and why we have to be mindful of the things that's going on in our community, because what's happening, it's a lot of laws, it's a lot of things being put forth that don't have our best interest in it, and they take advantage of our lack of paying attention, and it hurts us in the long run. Like you said, some of these laws are coming forth on August 1st.
Yeah.
What's one law changing that we really need to be mindful of?
Man, I'm gonna say this, and when I speak on this right here, I'm talking about the youth. They changed some laws, man. They signed this public safety, what they call a public safety bill, that's really about more mass incarceration. And this one particular thing is they're trying to make sure that people who have committed quote unquote violent crimes don't get parole. They're asking you to do 80% to 100% of your time once you get sentenced if you're convicted of a violent crime. And one of the things that they did was August the 1st, breaking and entering will be considered a violent crime.
Wow.
And so if I know, you know what I'm saying, in the summertime, a lot of young people, teenagers or whatever, like to kick in doors and steal a phone, steal a PlayStation, steal a TV, steal an iPad or whatever. And, you know what I'm saying, it's now going to be considered a violent crime when you break and enter. It don't matter if you got a gun. It don't matter if nobody was there. It's going to be considered a violent crime. And, you know, when you're 16, you can get charged as an adult for breaking and entering with this new law coming in. Wow. And so, like, you look at, when you 15, 16-year-old, you're thinking about doing something like that, you're going to get sentenced like you're a 36-year-old man. You know what I'm saying? So they're not playing because they've already invested money in building a new facility with new facility with 5,000 new beds. They got to fill it up. You know, the prison system runs on slave labor. That's what the prison industry complex is. And so, like, we got to be mindful with these youth, you know what I'm saying? Simple little stuff like, you know, going into somebody's house in the summertime while school out and just taking something because you need it or you need some money in your pocket or you're out here scamming. They're trying to figure out ways to lock up the youth and give them grown man adult time. So that's one thing that I'm telling all the youth programs, because I know what it's like in the summertime. You get bored and you know you want to go out there flocking. So, you know what I'm saying, you just got to understand that these laws are being put in place and they're saying that they're going to be ways to protect the community, but it's really more ways to lock up more juveniles.
Mm-hmm. So basically, these undercover ways to throw us away and to hurt our community.
Yeah.
And in the name of it is protecting the community, but you're not helping and protecting us by doing this to our young men.
Public safety. They are expecting the juvenile population to be increase the prison population.
Mm-hmm.
They already put in place bills that will take over school districts with charter schools, and we know charter schools make their own rules, and they can kick a kid out of school for whatever reason. If you look at other places that implemented all these charter schools, you'll see a higher dropout rate. So what did they do with Arkansas? They put in place a new youth hiring act where teenagers who are under the age of 16 no longer need to sign a work permit from their parents to get a job. And it might sound good to some people, like, oh, I'm 15, I'm 14, I can go work without my parents' permission. But it's not. It's actually setting people up who they think are not going to get those high school diplomas, not going to get those GEDs, keep them in low wage, stuck in those low wage paying jobs. And either you're going to go to the workforce early and get stuck with those low wage paying jobs, or you're going to go to prison early and do your time there and go work for nothing.
So basically, this is chess, not checkers.
Everything is strategic.
So they're telling you, hey, we know that you're in a bad situation. We know your mama trying to make ends meet. So you go get you a job.
Yeah.
And instead of you studying for your test and preparing for school, you working 30 hours at McDonald's.
Yeah.
And that's going to hurt your grades, and you're not going to pass, and you're going to keep working those 30 hours at McDonald's trying to get a decent GPA to get in college. Yeah. The likelihood of you moving forward is slim to none.
Yeah, in the state of Arkansas, it's legal for a 14, 15, 16-year-old to start working at 8 o'clock in the morning. The
Wow.
only time it's illegal for a child to work that's under the age of 18 is in basically what they call those shifts, or the night shifts,
Third shift.
third shifts, where you can't be working at 12 from like 12 to 7 a.m. It's like it's illegal for a child to work. So basically, you can wake up and decide when you're a ninth grader in school that you can go get you a job and forget school.
And say I'm straight on school.
Straight on school. You won't be considered a truant or none of that.
Wow. And so now that you're doing that, you don't have to worry about school.
And you don't got to tell your parents.
You ain't got to tell your parents
job.
none of that.
Yeah.
That's
So
crazy.
They doing a lot of things. And so
Chestnut checkers.
Yeah, you got to pay attention to it. So I just say for the youth in particular, pay attention. For the parents, pay attention because these laws will be affecting the youth. It's going to be on the educational level. It's going to be in the criminal justice system level. And they're going to continue to do what they need to do to keep the elite, and the wealthiest in the 1%. You know?
Right. Well, let me ask you another question, Osiris. One of the reasons why we running late, we had State Rep Tara Shepherd coming on, and she wanted to talk about her driving class. We're helping the people get reinstated for their driver's license, get reinstated for their CB if you had a CDL, and that's a big to do because you get pulled over for a suspended license. That's going to affect you everywhere. It's going to affect your insurance. It's going to affect everything you got going as far as the right to drive. Am I correct?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's a major burden, you know what I'm saying, to not have your driver's license because it's just limited opportunities. You know what I'm saying? It's stressful. And we know that in the state of Arkansas, you know, there are over 100,000 people with suspended driver's licenses. And that's a major point of concern, you know what I'm saying? We talking about in Arkansas alone, we got with a suspended driver's license, we got 108,345 people who are in need of getting their license reinstatement. So 108,345 people need to get their license reinstated.
That's huge.
And we almost got 6,500 people with suspended CDL licenses.
And that's huge in itself.
Yeah, because we know, you know what I'm saying, that industry is always needing more people because the freight industry is just something that's ongoing. They're going to always be hiring because they need people to get their products. And especially as how we are as people, man, we do a lot of shopping online. We opening up our businesses, buying in bulk now,
right,
doing things. And so those CDLs are important. CDLs are one of the few jobs you can get when you have a record. You get your CDL driver license, you can make a livable wage and an income to support your family, even if you come somebody that's formerly incarcerated.
Right.
And so even with the suspended driver's license, we don't understand that, you know what I'm saying, the stress of not being able to, you know, drive your car with a suspended license and risk getting a warrant and getting arrested. So, you know what I'm saying, we want to make sure that over these over 100,000 people in Arkansas got an opportunity to learn how to restore their driver's license. What are the steps getting taken? And it's not just all about, you know what I'm saying, paying that fee.
Right.
You know
You still gonna have to go to class. Well, I ain't gonna.
Yeah, you still gonna have to take some steps. And so the goal of this is, hey, maybe we can eliminate some of those fees for you. You know what I'm saying? I'm speaking from experience. I'm somebody that had over $1,000-something in fees to try to get my license back. You know, multiple warrants. So this hit home for me because when I got my driver's license back, it was like some more freedom.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? To not be worried about, you know, every time the police put their sirens on, they coming behind me.
Oh boy,
you know what I'm saying?
Them blue lights hit you. You clenching and everything.
Already, it's like, what's my plan? What's my
Right.
first phone call gonna be?
Yep.
How many days I'm gonna have to sit down? You know what I'm saying?
You thinking of all these
Thinking
different
all this
things.
stuff.
Yeah.
So it's like, you know, we want to make sure that people are getting those driver's licenses back. And then this the main key that I want everybody to understand. We're going to be at Southwest Community Center this Saturday on Baseline, Southwest Little Rock, 1 to 3, Drivers Restoration Clinic. Going to have the people out there that's able to get your license reinstated and maybe knock off some of these fees and take care of you. This is not a setup. You are not going to be walking into a situation where if you walk in there and you know you got a warrant because you was drove on a suspended license or a failure to appear, you're not getting arrested on the spot. Nobody will be arrested for trying to reinstate their license.
Right.
Nobody.
You will not be arrested. There won't be any funny business.
No.
Come get your driver's license reinstated on July 29th.
This is why we're not doing this in the courthouse. We know the courthouse is swarming with the police and law enforcement.
Right.
We taking it to a community center to create that environment that you know is family friendly, is community oriented. This is not the courthouse. Nobody's going to leave out in cuffs. Nobody's going to drive off in the back of a squad car. This is all about getting that information you need to secure your license. If you have to get these dates made up, we're going to be working in the future to make some amnesty court dates with these judges so people can take care of their business and drive in peace.
And driving in peace means that now you're not worried, you're not nervous, you're not unsettled when you're driving. You can focus on driving and driving correctly. And be honest with you, it's one less chance and risk that you got to take to get to work on time, to get to work without any hesitation or whatnot. Not being able to drive and transportation is a huge hindrance in a lot of our area for a lot of us in our community. Am I correct?
Yeah, it's a big hindrance, man. You know what I'm saying? It's we talk about the court system. You know what I'm saying? One of the reasons why, you know, a lot of times you look at the jury pool and you see that it don't look like you is because you got to have a driver's license in order to serve on jury. If you ain't got no license, if your license is suspended, you can't serve on a jury. So when you look at getting judged by 12 people, you know what I'm saying, you looking at it, it's like you don't see the representation up there. A lot of us can't do it because we don't have that driver's license. We already know if you live in the city of Little Rock, North Little Rock, or Maumelle, Sherwood, Jacksonville, all these little areas around here, we know our public transportation system is not something that is like on the level of these other cities. You know what I'm saying? You waiting on the bus for an hour in between rides sometimes.
Right.
And you know what I'm saying? For people to think about it, you know, you might not have rode the bus in a minute, but just imagine, you know what I'm saying, with the weeks we've been having this summer, somebody who got a car, they can't drive it, and they sitting outside waiting in 100-degree weather, waiting on a bus because they got suspended driver's license, or can't go get a car because they don't got a driver's license. You can't go to a dealership and go get you a car a lot of times.
And not only that, if you were to still drive and you in a car wreck, they're not going to insure you if you're in a wreck. That's on you. So that's now a financial burden that you have that unfortunately is unbeatable almost.
Yeah, so debt slavery, that's what it is. And so this is why the clinic is being done. You know what I'm saying? You come down there, bring your driver's license, bring a social security card. Both of them are not mandatory, but that would be helpful for you. And you could talk to these people about getting some of these fees knocked off of it, and possibly, you know what I'm saying, we could, you know, get that driver's license restored that day. You know what I'm saying, if you got it like that. But also just getting some real helpful tools. But, you know what I'm saying, like this is a burden on a lot of different people, man. You know what I'm saying, that driver's license, people are walking around with a suspended driver's license for years.
Yeah.
For years and
not
years
doing
and decades.
not being able to do nothing about it, and ticket after ticket after ticket after ticket, and you get pulled over like that. In a lot of cases, it also a suspended driver's license is going to come with a court date. That's going to come with a warrant if you miss it. Mm-hmm. And so now you got a warrant for your arrest, and I think a warrant for your arrest is going to cost $100, or it used to.
One more.
It's probably $200 now. To get your driver's license reinstated it used to be $100. I heard it went to $125.
Yeah.
So it's probably $200 just to get your driver's license reinstated now after it's been suspended.
And then once you get your court date and you get a failure to appear, those fees are tacked on as well too. You know, I'm speaking from a perspective of somebody who works for the Little Rock Freedom Fund, and we go bail people out. We just bailed somebody out earlier this week out of Johnson County. And you know, a lot of times when we go through that inmate roster and we're looking for who can we help get bailed out, we are looking at people got caught driving on suspended license, failure to appear in multiple different court dates. It's some silly misdemeanor charge, you know what I'm saying? And these are the type of things that prevent you from getting your license because one, you get locked up, you're probably gonna miss work. It's gonna be unexcused. You didn't get nobody call in for you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So we talking about how these minor issues, when they become inflated, become major stumbling blocks and roadblocks in your way until you just living your life and just, you know what I'm
Day to
saying,
day.
being free and at peace. So, you know what I'm saying? We speaking from that perspective. And I didn't sit up in the courtroom and watch many court watch prior to the pandemic. And when they don't show up to their court date, even if it's just a minor speeding ticket or failure to signal, whatever they do,
They hit you with that FTA.
as soon as they call your name, they look at the judge, look at that bailiff and say, failure to appear, put a warrant out for their arrest.
Oh, wait, baby. You
That's
going bye-bye.
And that license is suspended immediately at that point.
Yep.
Immediately. And it don't have to be that way. Because I'm telling you, you know what I'm saying? To me, it's real messed up.
It's the system.
Yeah.
And if we can, here's another thing. If we don't start getting engaged in this system is going to continue to do things that keep us in the position and situations that we're in. And it's unfortunate, it's unfair, but this is the system. It can change, but you have to be mindful of the system so you can do what it takes to change the system.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, this is every opportunity we can to make sure that people can, you know, alleviate some of their stress and alleviate some of their criminal justice debt. We're going to try to take advantage of it because, you know, as one thing about our local government here in Little Rock is we got some people that are elected that truly do want to help the people.
Right.
State Representative Tara Shepherd, this is something that she just went through her first term in the legislative session. So this is her first time being elected. She represents parts of Southwest Little Rock. Also, who is a part of this is Senator Fred Love. You know what I'm saying? These are people that I've actually seen at the Capitol advocating for our community. And so when we get lucky enough to have state representatives and state senators who want to actually do something like this for the people, you gotta be appreciative of it because the majority of them are looking for ways to make buddies with the NRA, looking to make buddies with people who are going to make tax breaks for the wealthy.
Right.
They're looking for laws to be more strict on communities that are in underrepresented and don't have the same privileges. They're not trying to do anything that looks like they could be consider themselves a socialist or anything like that. Like you out here working for the people who need it the most. So. And they want everybody to pull themselves up by their own bootstraps. And they want we're going to be tough on crime and things like that. They're not looking to do so.
These are all code words I'll say it, they hate you.
Yeah.
These are all code words. And that's what we have to be mindful of. Those little slick innuendos and things that they do, rules and laws that negatively affect us. And that's why we have to be grateful for people like State Rep Tara Shepherd, State Rep Senator Flowers, Senator State Flowers, Senator Flowers, Senator Love, State Senator Love, Fred Love, State Senator Stephanie Flowers. People who are advocating and doing the things for our community and to help us stay afloat, because right now you got people like Jason Raper and who is dying to continue to pour us under and exhume all resources from our community.
Mm-hmm.
And
yeah, you know, we got some representatives and some senators who are not really trying to help our community out at all. And so, you know I get up here and I talk a lot about the importance of voting, and you know what I'm saying, some things we can fix and some things we're still working on. But It's very important that for me for one, because I'm a Southwest representative, Southwest, not Southwest state representative, but I represent Southwest because that's where I'm from. This is where I vote, where I live, all of that. And so when I see our elected officials trying to help people out in our community, it's a must that I got to try to get behind and get the word out there to the people because it don't happen often. I know there is some people in North Little Rock who wish that their representative out there were doing this, or in Jacksonville, you know what I'm saying, or even places around the state in southern Arkansas. They wish some of their state representatives had the ability to do these type of things. So when you can get, you know what I'm saying, the judges behind you and the state representatives behind you, we can make some real change happen. And if we help, you know what I'm saying, 4 or 5 people, hey, that's 4 or 5 people who didn't have the opportunity beforehand and they walking out and feeling better about themselves on a Saturday. So
Right. I want to add, I had opportunity to get this information from State Rep Shepherd. She said that as of right now, she's had 50 people to sign up for this event this Friday. The unfortunate part about that, it's only 3 men who've signed up. So I want to reiterate, fellas, you need to get in tune with this to go get your driver's license fixed. If you don't, if you know someone who may be dealing with this, you need to tag them. You need to share this live with them. You need to get them in tune with this so they can go get their driver's license straight. That's extremely important to us in our community. The Real Underground Radio is supportive of this. We are standing behind this 100%. We'll share the link on our IG page. We'll reach out to other blogs as well to share the link. Get in tune with this. Go get your driver's license, man. Go get legal. Get off these folks' streets and you ain't got no license. What's wrong with you, fool?
and y'all know y'all tired of it. I know when you get pulled over, you're tired of jumping from seat to seat, trying to
tired of driving the back roads. You done drove all the way.
Look, I didn't see it all. I didn't see folks, hop seats. I didn't did some of that in my day.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You riding without a license and no identification, so you give somebody name that you
know
think
it ain't
good.
Yep,
You know what I'm saying?
yep.
You messing up their driving record. You know what I'm saying?
All that.
I didn't see some of y'all try to outrun them. You know what I'm saying? Because you're scared to pull over. So let's just, you know what I'm saying, let's take the stress level down another notch.
Let's do what's right. Go get your driver's license. Osyrus, when is this event again?
This Saturday from 1 to 3 p.m. at the Southwest Community Center on Baseline in Southwest Little Rock. You know where it is if you've been in the S-Dub. If not, I'm going to make sure I provide the address for anybody who listening. You know what I'm saying? Baseline. Hold on a second, Nate. I had it pulled up and then it went off my phone. But yeah, Southwest Community Center is going down this week. Make sure you go to 6401 Baseline Road, Little Rock, Arkansas, 72209. 1 p.m. to 3 p.m. The Driver's License Restoration Clinic. Nate gonna share it on his page. The link, I'm gonna share it on my page.
We're gonna share it on the Real Underground. I'm gonna reach out to some more blog sites and see if we can get them to share it.
Yeah.
We're gonna do all we can because we understand the importance of not having to drive all the way to North Little Rock through the back roads.
Yeah.
We want you to not feel comfortable driving to Maumelle on the highway and not having to go the back way.
Yeah, you know you stressed out because they already reading your plates when they driving anyway. We got traffic lights that do that now.
We know you tired of every time you see some blue lights, you clenching.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And even, you know what I'm saying, even for the passenger, you know what I'm saying? Even if you the passenger, a lot of times they're going to run your stuff too. So, you know what I'm saying? If you tired of that stress, like I say, this is not an issue that just affects you. This is over 100,000 people in Arkansas that have suspended licenses. This is over almost 6,500 people with a suspended CDL.
Yeah, man, that's money.
That's you leaving money on the floor.
We
Leaving money
baby.
on the floor, man. Get that CDL right. I know you got it for a reason. You know what I'm saying?
We know you tired of dog on me working at McDonald's when you didn't went and got your CDL. Go get your license together, baby. What's wrong with you? Hey, so Osiris, you had something else that we wanted to talk about. We got a dope magazine.
Yeah, so you know what I'm saying. Shout
Show it
out
to him. Show it to him. If you,
already, you know what I'm saying? I guess that's the right camera
yeah,
right
that's the
there.
right camera. Go a little closer to it.
Already.
Ooh, we baby. Our voices.
Yeah. Our Voices Youth Led Magazine, something dope for the youth. You know what I'm saying? That magazine right there, 47 pages, fully colored, all done by 14 through 18-year-olds in our community in Central Arkansas. You know what I'm saying? Last year, I started working with the Village Place. Shout out to the executive director, BJ Woods. We did some wonderful things, from everything from a Juneteenth festival to, you know what I'm saying, doing some great workshops with the adults and youth in the community. And they had the vision, we wanted to do a youth newspaper. And so when I started putting the program director and we put facilitators in place like, you know what I'm saying, Diana Donahue, True Poet, Jed Starks, Coffee Davis, Adasia Cooper. All these facilitators came to the table and helped us put this newspaper together, but it eventually turned into a magazine because the youth said they didn't want to do a newspaper, it was too boring. They said, but you want the youth to pick it up, turn it into a magazine. So, man, it's just a dope magazine. We got articles up in there from everything to about movies, to explaining emotional and social learning, to critical race theory. They even broke it down and did one of my favorite articles is one young lady wrote a story about how do I keep my money in the black community if I want to spend exclusively in the black community for a week. So she said, how do you grocery shop in Little Rock in the black community? Where's a black gas station if you need gas? Where are the black developers with a black apartment complex or black owned black properties, black owned properties around town that you can rent from?
Wow, that's dope.
Buy a car from a black dealership. She did all of these things and broke it down in an article how to keep your money in the black community. Even opening up a bank account at a black owned bank, People's Trust Bank over there, 12th.
Ooh, we baby! Shout out to Arlo.
Yeah, shout out to their brother Arlo Washington. So she wrote that article and showed everybody how they can keep their money in the black community if you were trying to exclusively do that. So it was a
Man, we're
powerful
gonna have
piece.
to get them up here, man.
Yeah, you know.
We have to get them up here to talk a little bit more about that, Osiris.
Yeah, we got the second edition coming soon. So if you want a magazine, I keep them on deck. I just gave some to Nate. I'm gonna drop some off downstairs in the building. And if you're looking to get that Our Voices magazine, just hit me up online. My name Osyrus Bolly, OSYRUS. Last name BOLLY. Get your Our Voices magazine. Hey, it's something positive for the youth. We got it at a few places in town too. So it's at the Central Arkansas Library System. It's at Blue Flame Ink Tattoo Studio on University, owned by my man Easy Face. It's at the Pyramid Books and Art Custom Framing.
Are they free?
Her and Fine Art. You go to those places, it's free for you.
You give me a couple and I'll take some to Pine Bluff too.
Okay, I got you.
Yeah, give me a couple. I'll take some to Pine Bluff to a couple.
Say less,
Definitely
brother.
to my barbershop, D5.
Yeah.
Shout out DeAndre.
Got you.
I'll take some to some places down in Pine Bluff.
Yeah,
to the Boys and Girls Clubs and things like that. So yeah, man, let's do that. Let's do that.
And right now, if you hop online and you go to thevillageplacear.org, you can sign up if you want to be a part of the next issue. There's a $1,500 scholarship for the youth.
$1,500. $1,500.
You want to be a part of it? Apply. Submit your piece. Submit your art. Submit your photography. Your article. You can win $1,500. The last young lady who won the $1,500 scholarship, she did a comic strip. So even if you're not a writer, you can still be involved in this magazine.
That's
photographers. $1,500, and when we say scholarship, I know a lot of people think about college. It's just a magazine scholarship, so you can use your money for whatever you want to do as an artist. Don't have to be for college, don't have to be for school. You can take that money, get that check, and invest in yourself, basically. So.
Ooh, wee, baby. Osyrus, is there anything else before we get out of here?
Yo, you know what I'm saying? I can't really say no. I can't. Let me say this right here real quick. Also representing the Little Rock Freedom Fund and Executive Director Don Jeffrey and
Shout out Don,
Don Jeffrey,
my dog.
Ryan D. Davis, Omavi Shakur. You know what I'm saying? We the Little Rock Freedom Fund. Next Saturday on what is that? August the 5th. We will be in Wynne, Arkansas.
Wynne, Arkansas. Yes.
Doing the community give back to school drive. We giving out food. We giving out school supplies. We are taking donations for clothing, all of that stuff, and we making sure we going to Wynne to do this because Wynne was one of the areas that got hit hard by the tornado, and we want to provide disaster relief and Wynne. So this ain't gonna be our last time going to Wynne this year, but we want to make sure that we giving back to the community of Wynne. So we giving our school supplies, we giving our household items, we'll be giving our food. We're gonna be barbecuing on site. We accepting donations. We're gonna take it down there and give it all to the people in Wynne. The address is 669 D Street, Wynne, Arkansas, zip code 72396. I know that's a church out there in the community. But if you want to donate something to help the people out in Wynne, Arkansas, like I said, it's their back to school community give back. You can just cash app something to the Little Rock Freedom Fund, LR Freedom Fund, LRFREEDOMFUND. Hey, that's next Saturday, August the 5th.
August the 5th.
10 a.m. to 2 p.m. So you got people in Wynne. Tell them to come get some school supplies, get some free food, get some household items. And if you want to come volunteer, come through, do that as well. And October the 21st, be on the lookout for that announcement coming about that mental health conference. It's going to be our first mental health conference sponsored by the Little Rock Freedom Fund. We're going to have everything going on. It's going to be at the Wyndham North Little Rock Hotel. Hey, that's going to be another great event, Saturday, October 21st. That's later on down the line, so I'll come back and remind that.
Yeah, come back and talk to us about that one. We definitely want to do that. Hey, man, I am so grateful for you coming on here, just sharing this information with us. Again, this week, come get your driver's license situated. This your boy Big Nate with the Real Underground Radio Station. This is my brother Osyrus Bolly. Yeah. Hey, shout out to Senator State Rep Tara Shephard, State Senator Fred Love. Yeah. Hey, make sure y'all tap in this weekend, man. This your boy Big Nate with the Real Underground Radio Station. I got Bobby Lowe, Billionaire Bobby. I got Lamar Iceman Buddy. I got Big Six. Hey, we got the 870 show coming up, man. Make sure y'all tune in. Ooh-wee, baby. They is busting at the seams to get up in here and talk to y'all about some stuff, man. Hey, Bobby, you got anything else, man?
Hey, yo, I'm an artist, man. Go look me up on Spotify. Osyrus, Osyrus Bolly, Bolly. Go check out the music, man. I got something positive for the people and something to make you, you know what I'm saying, do a two-step or two. You know?
Get Bolly with it, baby. This your boy Big Nate with the Real Underground Radio Station. This Nate Logic, baby. Hey, here come Bobby Lowe now. Here come Iceman. And 6. Ladies and gentlemen of the 870 show, baby.